Under the watchful eye of the lunar champion. Wait, what lunar champion? Lunar champion, blood moon, eclipse, glyphs, and many other more we will find out in this episode of Eyceras Aftermath. But of course I cannot do this alone, guys, because I would be bored at home. So today I have brought with me, of course, our beautiful DM, Urs. We have Rux, a lovely turtle, and we have Rareș playing our lovable goblin, right? I'm not fucking up the race, am I?
No.
I'm watching the
Small
episodes,
green.
guys. As you got used to, maybe if you watched the last Aftermath, of course you did, because why not? We will go into 3 segments, and together with the beautiful cast that I have with me, we'll find out more about the crazy thing that happened last session that ended a beautiful chapter, and what history do these interesting players have to share with us, and what lessons they brought to the table. But without further ado, we will commence Eyceras Aftermath. And of course, our first segment is called Fangs and Claws, and here in this open discussion segment we will talk about how is everyone feeling.
Hung on a cliff.
Because there are a lot of things that has happened. We had romance, we had battle, we had transformations of werewolf, we had crazy emotions, and we had a crazy ending. Where do we even start? Like, let's start from the beginning, right? Before everything hit the fan, we had a beautiful romance moment between Goba and CP, right?
Yep.
Amazing. How did it feel for you, Rareș, to play this moment? Because I understood that it was building up for quite a while.
This is a running joke we have from the first episodes, where I thought it would be funny because Goba is small and CP is also small. Like, Goba would like CP, and we just played along off this thing. Like, we never ever had any discussions like out of the campaign, and we just rolled with it, and it was this will they won't they thingy. And what was funny about the last episode when we ended the season 1 of Eyceras was that I think I was a bit faster than CP in doing the moment, because I think she wanted to do the same moment, like, hey, if we're gonna die, let's do the date thing.
That was amazing. It was really a cute moment. A cute moment that was followed after in today's news by, of course, the battle that has happened, and a lot of things happened, but we will let a little bit DM, how was it for you creating this battle, like everything culminating to this point and finally putting it literally on the table?
Yeah. Well, definitely I wanted to have a intense cliffhanger, close to a cliff.
Yes.
So it all just coincided nicely. I mean, the folks knew the blood moon was approaching. They've been informed that this eclipse also would happen, and it just so happened that it all culminated into this, and they also stumbled upon the bad guys right at the peak of their ritual. So it went from there, I guess, as they had quite a good attempt at stopping it, but unfortunately, yeah, due to the betrayal at the end by the lunar champion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually have a very good question here. Could we have stopped it? Because I in round 4 or something, I just realized, like, hey, I've been hoarding this scroll of Dispel Magic from episode 10. And I was like, oh, let's use it. And then, the blood moon came and I went feral.
Yeah. The thing is, there was a chance, very slim one, as both the shaman and Uranus had legendary resistances, and they were quite buff. You saw, like, the shaman took
It's like a champ.
almost like 100 damage, and he was just getting bloodied. But here's the thing, like, you don't know too much about that guy, you'll find out later. But that guy also has a history. Too bad, the only thing I'll say is that since, I mean, come on, out of character, we all know it's a gnoll. But the thing is, in character, your folks wouldn't have known of this race, except like if any of you were to ask me, but what is that creature? What is up with him? Then I would have given you a bit more information and you could probably have made a few more connections here and there, but
I think we were too busy, like,
exactly,
with
surviving.
everybody.
Surviving.
And,
I think we chose the wrong side.
yeah, like that guy has quite some strength, especially in his blood.
Oh, well, or the corpse's blood that was
Or
conveniently placed next to him so he can drain from it.
Well. But you raised a very good point, Rux, because the moment that the lunar champion appeared, what happened after was the moment that everybody was like, what the fuck is going on? Because he killed what we thought was the
bad guy.
BBEG.
Yeah.
And not only that, but if I remember correctly, he said that he will deal with his mother's treachery,
yeah.
which put a lot of questions up in the air. Do you have any theory, guys? Any conspiracy theories?
Oh, yeah. I'd like to hear them.
Well, I think one of my theories is that Kaneka and Lissim might be actually the same person, or a god with two faces.
Oh,
You know?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It dawned on me like a couple of days ago. I think I was talking to Ionuț at home, and I'm like, "What if Lissim is actually Kaneka and you're trying to?" Because, okay, no spoilies, but yeah, if Lissim reached out to him and, "Hey, maybe how about releasing me?" Cute
Yeah,
points.
good points.
And in actuality, we'd be releasing both, and then we're all screwed, basically. So that's kind of my theory, but
I actually took a very big look at the spell list I had, and I thought of a strategy on how to fight Sildren. I was sure 100% that Goba was gonna fight Sildren this episode, so I looked at the list, I prepared the speech for fighting Sildren. And when I had the thing with the dispel magic, I was gonna use it to. I thought that Sildren was actually gonna do something when he started invoking Lissim.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that it was a great idea done by him, and you also looked very happy to see it. Yeah, and I was like ready to use the scroll of dispel magic just to cancel Sildren's summoning of Lissim.
yeah, but I think then he got knocked down and Siltoin was poof.
Yeah.
What would have happened if, like, Siltwin just stood there and Aranis wouldn't have taken its place? I mean, let's say the Lunar Champion still appeared, but the Lunar Champion couldn't have done the same thing to Siltwin, right? Because he's like an apparition.
Yeah. Also, remember that the shaman said Sildren if he wants to bring Lissim, he would have to spill his blood, which again, his apparition doesn't quite have blood.
Okay, so it wouldn't
would
have
need-
worked either way.
It would need Sildren himself, probably either as a
Okay, maybe they could
sacrifice
have
or something.
switched.
And yeah, that would have taken a definitely interesting turn, though.
But I
Would
wonder,
Sildren have given his life?
I don't know. But isn't Sildren the new Lunar Champion of?
That's what.
I think I heard something in the.
That's what Lissim said, that
He's the new Lunar Champion,
she's
right?
looking for a new lunar.
Nice.
And how do I would have liked it. I would have been curious to actually see that, like the old Lunar Champion, the new Lunar Champion, and
Yeah,
Goba in the
face
background
off.
and dangling Goba.
Always 120 feet away, because that's the range of fireball.
That's
There's
actually
Still time in season 2.
Yeah, exactly. The season 2 is coming,
I
guys.
am receiving word that yes, Sildren would have given his life for
Well,
In reality, we
Here you
heard
have it.
ominous whispering
life
of
now.
Sildren. This just in. Sildren would have given his life for
Since we did the whole news bit.
Breaking news.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, with the appearance of the old lunar champion and
It's
with
quite
the
intimidating.
new possible lunar champion, we can see maybe why the champion said that the mother did a treachery. This is mine. Like maybe
Oh,
she didn't ask for his
okay.
consent. I don't know. Do you want to not be lunar champion?
Maybe
no,
he-
I still want to be.
They felt replaced, maybe.
Yes. Well, you know, abandonment issues, trauma, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Clink.
Yeah, but in this case, why didn't the Lunar Champion go directly after Soldrin? Because he was there. So I think he has a bigger beef with his mother.
That's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
I mean, you
He
would
needs
know,
answers.
probably.
He just wants answers. He's not the bad guy.
Oh, don't we all?
He's like
He's misunderstood, right?
Yes, he's just misunderstood. Like,
He's the main character of his own.
guys, we will start the fan club for the Lunar Champion. Hashtag. He's just a victim. Put on the hashtag up there. What I really wanted to point was the blood moon effect
didn't know you
that
speak
is
German.
happening. Blood, and the effect that it had on the battle, because you had a really interesting gimmick regarding the moment that the eclipse literally hit and there was
Yeah.
this
The moon changed hue to the crimson one. That it was known that this blood moon occurs every 10 years. And it has pretty much the same effect that people standing in its direct moonlight are being psychically affected with loss of memories or just losing controls on themselves and giving into some sort of a bloodlust. Though the combination with the eclipse at the same time seems to also have amplified a bit the effect to some degree. And this is why also you all felt it just a bit more strongly. And it's interesting that some of you succeeded maintaining your concentration, some just lost control.
Shelly's pretty thick in the
I
head,
have
so...
a lore question regarding this. So, if I remember correctly, Eyceras is the one that guides, this plane through the blood moon, correct?
She can notice the population. This is how the people in Eyceras know to hide themselves.
Oh.
She gives out this warning in the stars that people came to understand like 2 weeks prior to this happening, and
This is just in blood moon.
Hide, you
yeah.
Okay,
She
and
gives the signal into the stars that I also told you this like I don't know, 10
yeah,
sessions or
that's right.
something, but-
I'm just curious. Could have I asked Eyceras for anything about regarding this? Does she have any powers to stop this from happening or to help in any way? Because seems like it's a topic that's really close to her heart.
All I'm gonna say is that she has been watching all of this happen, and
Eating
as-
popcorn on the side.
but
Wow, this is getting really good.
since the gods have this almost unwritten rule between themselves that they
Shouldn't
must not
intervene.
interfere in the mortal lives. They of course slip here and there, but all I'm gonna say is that she has noted this, and who knows what she might do next to help, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, you know, guys, family drama. You have the gods, the sisters, right? Because they're sisters. Like,
Lissim and
Lissim,
Eric,
yeah.
yeah. So now you have the nephew, right?
yeah.
Everybody's coming
It's-
to. It's like Thanksgiving, guys. Just everybody coming to the table.
You know, even like the Greek pantheon, they have their entire drama around. In Eyceras, even the gods have their entire drama.
This was Thanksgiving and we were turkeys.
Exactly. You were. Segmenting of that, I would like to put at the table. Was there a moment where you felt like this is it, we're gonna die? Like, when did you feel was like the critical point of the battle for you? Because there was, at the beginning, you were like, yeah, everything's okay, we're under control, we got this. Then the break came, and after break, Silvril was down. Our dear Turtle was down. Our Woofy was down. The Wolf was down. Then somebody else fell. There were a lot of people that got down. What did you feel at that? Did you feel for a second that you were like, okay, this was it, we tried? It's time to pull out the second character sheet.
You know, what actually worried me a lot was the fact that we had this magical circle that only allowed spells out, no spells in, and we were stuck at the whole menagerie of werebeasts that were keeping us from actually reaching the true bosses that were doing a ritual. And you know, that ritual was probably bound to actually happen, so, and it did. And that was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and we didn't have a good way to stop this because we didn't focus on that.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe we should have, or at least one of us. Well, Sildren had already sending Siltwin in, who was able to penetrate that force field. And like, I had a fleeting idea that, hey, let's strap a bomb to the, let's take the shaman now, strap a bomb, send him in, and just blow the whole thing up, because Siltwin can do that. But I never got a chance to actually spill it out. I think when I entered battle, I was like, I'm not prepared to say goodbye to Shelly, but I might have to. I got slightly panicky when I lost all my hit points, but luckily Draven came to the rescue, and we're like, oh yes, we have a healer in the party. That's great. That's amazing. And I had a healing potion too, which
Did Shelly actually move? Like, did Shelly change positions?
Yes, Shelly did move a bit because I think I was a bit more on the left when I started out because there were two bad guys. Yeah, the beginning and...
But in reality, you just stayed there like hack, dead, heal, hack, dead, heal.
There was a
Respawn.
1v1 with you and the werebear. 2v1 with Wolfie.
2v1, yeah. Yeah, they almost helped.
I personally think that actually Sildren was the closest to bite the dust.
Oh,
because the Minotaur was just standing above him, stomping on him, and luckily I rolled shitty. I also rolled shitty on the dice on that turn, so...
He was lucky only to get one of the 3 attacks that time because he barely got out.
Yeah, that werebear did a lot of things, like putting you to the ground, embracing Draven, making him part of the family, maybe. But talking about explosive ideas, Goba had a very interesting beginning to the battle where he sacrificed something very important. And let's have a moment of silence. Yes.
It was empty though. The battle was empty, so...
Oh yeah, he chugged it. You chugged it right before the battle.
I was afraid that I was gonna go to the Blood Moon sober, but thankfully that did not happen.
We're obviously talking about the fermented goat milk, which is canon to Goba's story.
Very important in Goba's story, actually. And before going to the real question, well, this is a real question as well. Rareș, how are you... how did you feel about Rux's interpretation of your character last session?
I mean, I just approached Rux and like, she's a natural. She does really good impressions. She also has a very good English accent, so since Goba has a kind of a Cockney accent, like this was a natural choice.
Thank you. I never got a chance to actually practice Cockney that much, and it was definitely fun playing Goba, and I think I might have overreacted here and there, but from what I talked to the guys, it's kind of natural when you're interpreting someone else's character to kind of overreact certain features just to make the others realize that, yeah, you're talking about that character.
But thankfully, Goba is an overreacting character.
Exactly.
Like, his whole personality is overreacting or underreacting to that. There is no middle ground. It's just excess.
He's definitely my favorite character of the campaign.
Really?
Yeah.
So
by far.
Saucy questions. I should get that question for the second segment for the other. Who is your favorite character from the class?
Eyceras.
Check. Last question in this segment for you guys, for each and every one of you, is what are you curious about, or excited about, or scared about in the next season? What is your big question that you want answered maybe in this next possible coming season? To you, next winter. I'm joking. I don't know when it's coming up.
Oh my god.
I can start if
You
you
can
like.
start.
Yeah, you can start.
I'm just, since information came down from corporate that the listing has to be contained, I am, that's the main objective. I mean, it's Keneka it's fine and all, but it's the KPI for Goba is definitely containing listens. So I'm curious if that comes with a promotion, more pew pew,
And the tie.
and the tie, yeah. Maybe a company cart.
Maybe. Ooh, you're going. Subscription to fermented milk.
Yeah, fermented goat milk allowance.
Yes,
Yeah.
true.
Like meal tickets, but
Yeah, meal
Goat
tickets.
meal
Meal tickets, yeah.
I think I'm actually more concerned what happens, or if we start the action from where we left off, if we pick it up from where we left off, because some of us are not looking great, and if the Lunar Champion brings the action down to our plane, that's not gonna look great for us, and we're in open field. That's a cliff. We don't have anywhere to hide or to take an even short rest. So I think our only option would be to flee, because I don't think we would stand a chance to battle what's to come unless the gods intervene. Because if a god descends to our plane, it will no longer be just an earthly matter, so to say, right? I mean,
Yes.
the gods would have to intervene since they're so bent on keeping Keneka or Listen locked up.
Hear me out. There's
I'm gonna let you finish.
Let's finish, but-
hear me out. So let's just say that Keneka appears.
Okay.
It's 7 of us, right? In total.
Including
If we-
Wolfie.
Yeah. Okay.
And we
So
still have a
7 of us shoving Keneka each turn. It's mathematically likely we push her him off the cliff.
But wait, what if I mean, they're higher beings. What if they can fly?
Well, then
Or
we have no
float.
recourse.
But then we just jump off the cliff, because let's be honest, nobody.
Bye. Nope.
Yeah.
All I can say that I'm also looking forward to in the next season is that you saw the shaman and the lunar champion going through the portal.
Oh, the shaman went as well in the
Yes.
portal.
Okay. Okay.
Both of them went. And all I can say is that I've had this idea for a long time,
Mother.
and I've actually never got the chance to make my own demi-plane.
That is amazing.
So, like, with its unique environment and how it would affect even magic and everything around. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's going to be an interesting, very different realm.
That is-
There where they went, and in case you decide to go through, we'll see.
I literally just wanted to ask that. Is the portal still open?
Yes.
Do we have the possibility
Yes.
to cross? Oh.
Before darkness
interesting.
overtook you, you still saw the portal there. Before your vision blurred completely.
Okay, yeah, because we're still affected by the from the blood moon.
It's amazing. Another layer of exploration
And,
and a place with
Okay.
Yeah, so far, let me think. Even in our campaign that we've played for so long, I don't think you went to another plane, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we never.
Oh wait, weren't we
So-
saved by? I don't remember. But he created a portal.
Who?
I don't remember.
Anyway, so this means
It was
that
a while back.
even I can't remember, but this idea of just traversing and exploring a different, just homebrew plane, it's something that I've never done, but I'm excited.
It's delicious for a DM to
Yeah.
just be like, I have this crazy idea, let's just mash them up
And,
together in a
like, here we
template.
Yeah, and then things don't work as you expect to, and it just messes up a bit with.
Topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that like hearing you talking about the new planes, I just realized that I also DM several campaigns, and that's my like quick fix solution. Oh, I wanna just slap in this cool concept I had. They've been playing.
Right.
You know.
Oh, yes, I
You
know, I
know.
know. We go to planes every week. Different planes.
It's like you know what is even the normal plane.
Exactly, no, what's normal anymore. But yeah, guys, all of these things make me really excited and scared, of course, for whatever is to come. But we showed up our fangs and claws, but it's really windy here a little bit, and I feel the rustling of the wind. It's time to go to our next segment, which is biting the bullet. And I think this wind has a purpose, as I wonder. Somebody, I think, is showing up. What is going on, everybody? I don't tell you.
You were carried by the wind.
Carried by the wind.
I'm back! A year later!
A special appearance because it was missing the woofy.
Wind World,
And we
no
were
one
missing-
called him by his name!
No one.
We were missing them.
It's been a year since I've been here, guys. Since it's January, you got the... Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's actually a good joke.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Of course, you know Karla. She plays Whisper Carried by the Wind onto the table with a chair that follows and sits down, and she's very busy.
If I remember the name, this is like I want to...
But this is the new name.
Whisper carried by a breeze to the northwest, for the tempest program in the wind underneath the eagle wings, fellowship of CP, end of Darren. And it was something else? No?
No, I don't remember.
Me neither.
It was
No, you did great.
Yeah!
amazing. I think it's not bad.
Remembering your name.
After a
I'm
year,
sure
everybody.
at the beginning of the next season you'll add something to it.
Wow.
That went through the portal and transported to Genaka.
And the savior of all.
Yay!
In actuality, like Whisper comes in and looks at the portal and like, nope, out.
I wasn't paid enough for this.
No, I am not.
Most likely.
It's above my pay grade.
But if you push the wolf through, I keep saying wolf because I keep forgetting the name and I don't want
Wind
to.
World. It's like whirlwind, but but
Okay,
inverse.
got it.
Yeah, first.
Guys, I'm trying to catch up to the episodes. I really am. Anyway,
lot of material.
welcome Karla to our second segment in which you will bite a bullet.
What's that?
I am curious, and Urs will know some of the questions, but I have some different questions for him as well. And this is for the newer viewers and people that are joining that were carried by the wind and don't know about you as not the character but the players. So I would like you all to answer me this riddle. How was the creative process of your character? How did it come to form? What was the rehashes that didn't make true, or were they a creation from something else? We want to find the history. And I'll just shut up and do I have to give up who starts?
You have to actually shoot the
Yeah,
bullet
yeah.
at people who bite.
I'm shooting the bullet.
Okay, great. So I love concepting. Like in general, it's something that I enjoy doing in my work day to day and my spare life in D&D every time. And I had a very simple, basic concept. I took Whisper as the interpretation of air, you know, raw air. How would it embody as a person? And then I saw this very beautiful picture with Sadiq, I think, and her wolf. And then I said, man, I want it to look like this. So I matched the concept of air with what I found that could, you know, have a companion, more like a beast master. And I took the ranger subclass. And then I made the voice inspired by Whispers of Wind, and I think this is the hardest voice I ever worked on, because I had to learn to breathe differently of how I'm used to do it. Usually I exhale as I speak at the end of the sentence, and now I had to inhale and just speak and push a lot of air at once. It was
Automatic though.
It was
Yeah.
exhausting. Like I remember I did this for a month, apart from the standard RP and the whispery sounds and the mashing the words, that I got an inspiration from Starfire. And then accentuating like Evergreen. I don't know if you know her, she's an amazing voice actor. But the breathing bit, and it's inspired by characters like Henry Cavill, they play Witcher, or I don't know who played Thomas Shelby, I'm sorry. They have this type of breathing, like breathing and exhaling one at once. So I did this for a month, and at the beginning, like I think the first week, I keep like wanted to faint. And even the first sessions, like when I spoke a lot, like I got dizzy and I said, okay, I have to pace myself. But now it comes very natural, and it's very handy coming with other accents and mashing them with other stuff. Okay, I'm done. I know it was a lot. I don't know if I got it.
Interesting.
And
this is new info. I mean,
exactly,
it's really cool to find out.
This is why we ask, because I'm curious, because
If you
creating
want,
a character can be from something so simple, like, oh, I just saw him on the street and I want to create that, to a combination of Starfire, wind, concepting, and there's so much layers hidden in something so simple, and that's why we have this session, guys, to find out these hidden layers and get to know you better. So we find a different layer of you.
Yeah, so the basic of it, I know it was a lot. It was inspiration from wind, and I tried to translate this in the behavior and the grammar and the non-binary thing. I kept asking myself if they would have a gender, and then it came. Their essence, their raw air essence, their nature. They do not obey by this rule.
How do they?
We don't know. We're gonna find out probably. We don't know. They have no belly button though.
You do, if I may intervene, you don't know this from Earth Genasi. You don't know if it's the same with air, but like in Eyceras it's a bit different. The Genasis, because normally they're like from genies, and but in here, yeah, they're pure essence. And with the Earth Genasi, like as soon as they die, their soul returns to the mother crystal, so to say. And if they accumulated enough experience and they evolved as an individual, they undergo some sort of a what's it called, division, and like one soul becomes two.
Yeah,
wow.
I knew this about Whisper. The thing that I was told you were going for, it was about, you know, sex.
Yeah,
Intermingling of energies and wind. And
But what I imagine is they make parts. I don't know if they need parts, they make them.
Versatility.
Okay. A burp there, a fart there, a wind blowing there. No, kidding. But really awesome. And thank you for sharing. Who's ready to take the bullet? You can point the bullet at somebody.
Yeah, I saw that coming. So I haven't been playing D&D for that long, and I wasn't really accustomed to putting that much thought into a character. And honestly, I came up with the idea of Shelly pretty close to the campaign. I don't know if I was feeling pressured for time or anything, but I discovered that I liked to create characters that are non-stereotypical and that have nothing to do with how their class or their race is supposed to be. And I made my hand on a dragonborn, and I made him a bard, and he had a lisp, and he was like your typical surfer dude. And my Billy, yeah. And I loved that character so much, and I enjoyed playing him because, you know, you see a dragonborn and you'd never expect him to be like a chill dude and just with a lisp too. And I've always liked turtles. like really, like I've never had one because I've had cats all my life, but I've always loved turtles. And the moment I saw, like, yes, there's a turtle race, and I'm like, yes, what do they look like? They look tough, you know. Let's make it a barbarian, because I had never. Oh, I think I had Grunhild. Yeah. But I wanted, and I thought, but why make it a typical I don't want to make him tough. Because I know he looks tough on the outside. I'm gonna make him a pacifist. I'm gonna, yes. And I was okay, let's have a pacifist barbarian and see how that looks like. So he has like a tough exterior shell, but he's softy on the inside. And I wanted to create him naive and curious about all the things around and super friendly, like even friendly to a point where he would actually get hurt for being too friendly.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was used to, that's his backstory, he's very used to being the odd one out, but in adversity he still remains friendly and kind to the people around him, even though they might not be as nice, or they take advantage of him or make fun of him, and he just keeps on going, you know, with the chin up and the same, you know, friendly face.
A question.
Yes.
Just a curious one. Is there something that would make our dear turtle here click and not be a pacifist anymore? Like
Absolutely.
something so brave that would be like, no, it's not worth being a pacifist anymore. And what is that?
I remember the first time I raged. So in our session 0, the first character I met was Sildren. And maybe we've established a bond. I mean, Shelly has a way of like becoming your friend even though you don't really want to, but he's too friendly to resist, and he shares his berries with everyone. And I remember the first battle we were in, and I think Sildren's turn was before Shelly's, and Sildren got attacked.
Oh,
And that was the immediate trigger.
okay.
Like seeing his friends in immediate danger, that's the biggest trigger for Shelly, and he'd do anything. He would renounce the the pacifist thoughts and realize that he has to be helpful in that way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So much detail.
Yeah.
So much detail in a big turtle. Awesome.
Shelly's so cute.
Yeah, and the voice. At first, I wanted to make him sound more like this, more a bit nasal, and then I realized that I might sound a bit like a beetle. And it might not be that easy to get into, so I started doing this. And it came natural, because it was easy for me to just get into the character faster.
Amazing. Oh, so beautiful. Thank you. You received a bullet for your gun. You're gonna shoot it at.
Finger guns.
Go on. So, I really love doing homework, and Goba is based on a character that I tried to make. It's like a bit of a backstory. When I moved into town, I like search for D&D groups, and the first D&D group I found, I went there with the idea of, hey, let's make a fun character. Let's laugh at the table, and that was my character, which was in Arakokra sorcerer named Avianus, and he was a goofball. He was really like Lathander, the canon god of the morning light, has taken
And elves.
and I didn't know about that. And elves has taken him under his wing because he was a storm sorcerer obsessed with thunder, and he thought Lathander was Le Thunder, and hence the confusion. And he was like, "Oh, let's take him in." So we got this. Yeah, that's a
Like French Le Thunder?
yeah. So he even died, and he got reincarnated as a paladin of Lathander. But he almost did not get, because he started arguing with the angels that was gonna resurrect him, that it was Le Thunder, not Lathander. That was the backstory of Avianus. So basically, I took Avianus and I said, okay, let's not make the same character. Let's put a twist on it. And I run a campaign a lot from Tales from the Yawning Portal. It is Sunless Citadel, and in Sunless Citadel you meet some kobolds. The first kobold you meet is it's a goofball, and I really got to roleplay kobolds and goblins a lot. And I was like, hey, Avianus, but goblin, and let's change up some things. And the accent is it's very stereotypical for a goblin to have the Cockney accent, based on the very popular series that has miniatures and they're fighting a lot. both now and in the year 40,000. So that's where I stole the accent, and that's how Goba came to be. And I envisioned him to be the comic relief of the group, just because it was something very familiar. I had a lot of practice doing it. And for the accent, I just kept talking to myself alone and trying to learn the accent. And because I didn't know how to do a Cockney accent, I just read up some rules, and then as I was doing work or something else, I was repeating some phrases and to just make it stick. And it's like a few rules that if you mash them together, you get the Cockney accent. He's not really meant to have a lot of depth. He was meant to connect with a few of the party members and like be funny and hopefully not ruin some more serious moments, which I think he did at some point. But
it's a learning process.
It's a learning process, yeah.
We also need comic relief, like we have to have a good balance, like in general. Yeah.
No, as is life, balance is important, hard to achieve. Yes, we know. Going to more serious matters here on the news, I would like to ask the DM a question, because I have it then. What was one of your most memorable events in the company?
Well, as we were talking about funny moments, even to this day I remember Goba's speech in Gazia as he was trying to rally people to free Eyceras from imprisonment. And
the t-shirt, man. The
he
t-shirt.
got the t-shirt with Freak Silo, and
Yeah, that was amazing.
I never gonna forget that one. But
You know what happened there? It happened that I had this idea to make something funny, and then I was like, how funny it would be if it would be exaggerated. It was exaggerated in preparation. Like it was like a lot of prepared stuff.
yeah.
That's why it came to be like that with the t-shirt and speech.
And other than that, I don't know, personally, there were quite a few. I liked, especially how the story arc in Gravel Grotto went, how they've actually managed to save this community of Earth Genasi and also bring peace and meaning to them. And also, I really liked me personally, I really liked that session when you guys were trying to escape from the dungeon in Isinabil, and it was the entire very
topsy-turvy,
twisted dungeon with non-Euclidean geometries and very madness, a bit Lovecraftian inspired almost here and there. And I actually like how this turned out, the finale and the intestine.
Yeah, the finale was quite something.
Unexpected.
Betrayal, treachery, and
I was not there.
You were there too.
You were there.
In World.
I was not there.
You were
This
not
little
there.
fella.
You were there. You were with the wind blowing in the wind. Just the wind. Just the wind. Do you want to say quick a favorite moment that you had in the campaign as well, guys? No.
Yeah, definitely. Like for me, I think the most emotional, or one of the most emotional moments was with I mean, there were a lot, but top of mind is with Shelly's uncle that got, the power from within, and the interaction with Shelly, him witnessing that and him knowing that he has the power to combat the evil force that was corrupting him. It was such a nice and relatable moment in general. And I'm a sucker for good stories. Like in general, I try to find meaning and try to understand why do we tell a story or a certain bit. That did it
That's
for
why
me.
we tell a story, guys.
Yeah.
We put values and things that are important into the world.
Or not necessarily, but the learning. Like what do you get from it? Yeah.
I really liked when we reached Gravel Grotto. I loved the world building. Like just as we reached Gravel Grotto, I remember I was particularly impressed of when we actually saw the cavern with the crystals and everything. I really loved the way we Count Bear built the place with the atmosphere and stuff. Like I was immersed. I was I can see myself entering Gravel Grotto and the lights and everything. Like, that was a really cool moment. I loved it.
I don't know. It's kind of tough to choose. As a bigger moment, I think I loved it when we found out about Draven's past. and
Oh,
everything
yeah.
that happened to him. If I were to choose a bigger moment and finding out about his wife and finding
Oh, yeah.
that tattoo that he has like right around his heart, and I felt like that was a great touch. But a smaller moment was when you were and CP were standing watch, and she was talking to you about her past, and she pulled out the dragon.
And I cried. It was the second. I cried.
Yeah.
It was the second episode, and she told
Guys,
me
I saw
that.
that, guys. I saw that.
I love dragons. I don't know if you guys know this,
Yeah.
but I'm fucking in love with dragons for all my life. I love them. I just love them.
Yeah, and that was actually such a nice moment, like for the characters and for you guys as well. You know,
she said the dragon's name is
actually,
Karla.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That makes me tear up.
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional.
Oh, it was such a nice moment. Like a lot of nice moments. I don't know. I'm done with doing
know.
justice. We're doing justice for all. Like,
No.
You
it's
cannot
good
but
to
tell
me.
all of them right now on the spot.
Yeah.
What was important was to show everyone that, hey, amazing moments happened and will be happening. Come on, guys, don't ruin the makeup now. Come on.
What makeup?
What
Haha.
makeup?
Exactly, guys. All no filter. Okay.
Oh, natural.
Well, another question that I would like to ask you, and then I have a different question for the DM, because I asked this of him. What is the difference that you saw clearly as you, Karla, as a player from the beginning of the campaign to now? What was something maybe that you had difficulty with and you grew, or a weakness that you overcame?
Like in general, at the beginning, I don't know if you can see the. I mean, maybe you guys at home who watched it, you can see the, let's say, learning curve. Everybody was so excited and wanted to say a lot of stuff, and it was a bit more chaos. Usually it's very chaotic, but at the beginning it was even more chaos, and we always wanted to say stuff, and we made a lot of jokes, but in the end I think we focused more on the narrative and the connecting with each other, like taking it more to a serious space and having more depth to the characters. This
Yeah, I
really
think
yeah.
we touched this on the last aftermath, because it was a point that was raised about the. Because it's all fun and games when you play at home, but the moment that you know that there you have a public, and there's like, there comes an innate pressure even if you don't want to, because you know you want to be engaged, but at the same time you have to have fun. So it's a balance again that has to be reached, and you guys have my whole respect for battling with this balance every week from a certain hour to a certain hour.
Now it's a controlled chaos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A bit more. Because I think what we learned within these 30 episodes plus one shots is how to better work with each other, and how to better pick up on signals and make a bit more room for other people, and how to maybe contribute better with our interactions.
Yeah.
And let me say this, I don't think we could have done it with a different cast, like having 30 episodes and a lot of one-shots and a lot of late nights and a lot of... we're not being paid to do this. We come with our own money from our own home and our own time and our own energy. We built this. I didn't know to hold
Just
the fucking...
impressive,
Yeah.
guys.
And we're not professional actors. We did all this. I don't think I could have done it with anyone else. You and the ones you back and whose
Mom,
headphones.
do you hope?
Like, thank you guys. It's...
But
I feel like crying a little bit. It's
okay to cry.
it's
We've
very
played
humbling.
on TV before.
I have
And
a lot of
we're-
issues, guys.
And I don't know if we have also the time to show it, but we were so very, I don't know, tight. I don't know if we have the time to always catch up because jobs get in the way and life gets in the way, but
You push through. Yeah, guys, looking from the outside, I didn't know, because I was one of the people that are watching that was looking at this from the outside. I said, how simple, you just put a camera there and there.
no.
But guys, honestly, there's so much work put into this, and the passion and the love, I'm sure, is gonna seed into something beautiful, because there's no other way.
Also, Pavel is doing a great effort. Like, he's sitting here,
Yes.
observing us, noting, making this segment from scratch. I mean, we pitched in and had him helping, a little bit of guidance, but all the things that he's constructed is all him. and the work and the time, and you're gonna see some more work in the future.
Just write in the comments, we love Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice to have
Right.
feedback from. We're already immersed in this world, and to have somebody coming in and telling us what they observe, like outside of our bubble, because maybe at a certain point we can't see like past
Past our walls, yeah.
our
You
circle.
can't see the forest from within.
Yeah.
You need to see the forest for the trees, trees for the forest, guys.
Yes.
Next person.
You already, I think on the Feywild, the Gehetme thing, you already have like a request. We want Paul.
Yes,
Don't go.
fantastic city.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Which answer was that? No, that was not your answer. What difference did you see in you as a player?
In me as a player.
From the beginning to now, like, what did you have difficulties maybe role playing or things like that, and now you see a change or something like that?
I think role playing was my strong suit.
Okay.
I had to refrain from making too many jokes or puns, and I tried to incorporate in the character as much as possible, because Shelley does take things literal, and he will ask,
Yeah.
why do you have to hit the road? Because he doesn't understand why the violence towards something that doesn't move.
Why destroy the infrastructure?
Probably also have a stack of chairs or seats each time somebody tells you please take a seat.
But even in combat, so this was my weaker side. Yeah, with mechanics and with combat, and I still like. Ionuț had to remind me that hey, you have a +2 from rage, and like I always forget about that. But I definitely move quicker in combat now, and I try to plan ahead and see, think tactics according to what's happening on the board, and be more present to what the other are doing, so that I could better help and see where I could do most damage. Well, of course, if the dice help me, because sitting next to Ler, I think it's starting to brush off. I love him, but he has shitty rolls.
A balance has to be.
Leo, please do something about this. We can't, man. You're the healer. You can't have bad rolls.
Bring holy water.
Let's cure wounds 4/7. Yes. But I watched you as you were having this final fight, and it was really impressive to see how fluidly the battle went, and you were at a certain point making plans, like you do that and you do that, like you told him to heal so you can continue to fire. It was a lot of synergy, and I would say beauty in the battle as it happened. It was beautiful to watch.
Well, I think the idea in the battle is not for, I don't know, one player to stand out, but to survive as a team, because we need everybody in the party,
Yeah.
you know, and I think that's the most important thing.
Yes.
Are we talking here specifically about role-playing things,
No.
or just working on this project?
Working. Yeah.
You know, what I liked the most, and I feel like we all improved a lot, was, you know, we're actually, none of us work in the same domains. Like, none of us. We're actually really diverse in our professions, our day-to-day jobs. And it's really cool how we actually managed to converge and work with each other and have processes that set up. And, you know, there was a lot of conflicts because of the way we were used to working, and we had, you know, to meet halfway, but like halfway between a lot of people. And that's really cool to see. I mean, I love it. Like, looking right now at how we work together compared to the beginning, there's a lot of growth in the way we organize and we do stuff. And we do so much more stuff than we were able to do at the beginning. Because we always try to incorporate new things, and it always brings new challenges, new processes, new things to learn. And I love so much, like I had no idea how to do a production like this, and just seeing it done from start to finish is just cool. To just it's like another job. You're learning another job.
Yeah.
That's
And we
something for the soul.
We learn from each other. I don't
Exactly.
know. And Rareș, I don't think you said about the different domains, but from I don't know, from architecture, from Karina to banking, to IT, to sound design, to voice acting. It's a lot. Organizing. It's just a lot. And also, Ionuț is super handy with all the devices that we have on top and all the construction things. Like, we learned a lot from each other, and a lot of people who are not on camera, they also helped. Like, it took a village, from photos to minis to setting these beautiful props. Like, yeah.
Shout out to all the unseen people that are building this together with our seen people, because there are a lot of hands and souls that build this up. Urs, the question for you. Door number 1, 2, or 3. No, kidding. What is there, like a place, area, or moment that you as a DM would have liked to explore more and you didn't get the chance? Like a city or an NPC or a moment.
I already told you about that thing with demi-planes to construct this thing that just messes up with your entire perception of how things work. But definitely in Eyceras there's still a lot to discover. You've only been on the west side, which included more of the theocratic, the holy part, and now with the elves. But I really like to see when you go more eastwards, because there is where the party is. You have Peru, which is more cultural and full of art and a very elegant place. Then you have the capital Elequenza, where it's full of nobility and it's just high palaces and a lot of fancy people. And of course you have Nopria, which is very technologically advanced, and you will see interesting stuff over there. So yeah, in Eyceras, each area like has its own culture and diversity and vibe to it, which I guess will add to a richer experience. And I'm looking forward when you guys will get there to see how you interact. When, for example, you go to Nopre and you see that all over the place there are holographic displays of persons guiding you through the city, and just early stages of steampunk trains and all that. So.
And meanwhile, we open the box and you see there's this tired wizard that's casting minor illusion after minor illusion all the time.
It's actually that hologram. I'm thinking it's actually programmed illusion spells.
Oh.
Amazing.
And all this diversity. So while they are there in place, I'm looking forward for when you guys will get to explore them and see different themes, so to say.
Next season sounds more and more exciting the more I hear about it. Really curious how it will shape out. And you definitely took some bullets, guys. You did a very good job. So now it's time for me, all of us, to have a little bit of fun.
Yay!
And we will go to the next segment, which is called not biting the butt of knowledge. You are biting off. So we will go to the bite off, which is an Olympic game stolen idea of my brain, thinking how it would be like to have Olympic games based on the skills that we have in game. So
this sounds fun.
the last party had to go through the trial of stealth, and Urs, of course, being a veteran, he will go with it twice, because one of the pleasures of being double limited.
It was fun last time. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to have fun, definitely. In this bite off, we will, of course, look at the skill of stealth. And you will have to show me, dear contestants, how stealthy you are.
By disappearing.
Going into the bush.
Yeah.
If you watched the last session, there was a very important question that was raised on top of a lot of philosophers' minds. What is a smart thought that you have while you poop? That was a philosophical question that was raised. You have to watch the last episode to know what I'm talking about. So our contestants here, in their character persona, of course, will have to answer a smart thought that they had while they pooped, because as we know, sitting there on the throne, as you said, creative energy flows. But while you do that, you will have to it just drops. You will have to sneakily put in your story 3 words that I have written here, and we, the other contestants, have to not realize what those words were. So there might be like a jiggly-biggly word, and you have to put it so stealthily into the sentence that we don't know it's not part of the sentence.
So it has to be our character
Your character.
in the character voice.
I don't know, it whisper on the wind poops, but
They do not, but
They only fart.
they hear the farting of the others, but
The curse of high passive perception.
let's see. We will start this with a roll. Everybody find the d20 dice and roll it.
13.
6.
6,
4.
70.
17. So 17 is the first worst you can pick your poison.
Oh no.
Then it was you,
I'm
right?
next.
And you.
No, it's him. Because he's a 6.
Let's see.
And
So
I'm a
guys,
4.
another important rule: you have to put them in the sentence as they are
In
with
order.
the number 1, 2, and 3. Yes. I will give you 2 minutes to look at the words and try and think of a certain story that you have to find. This is a way, dear people that are watching, to learn new words, because we here in Dicesylvania empower knowledge and dexterous thinking.
This time I also need to
Think of
state
it,
which
yeah,
character I'm gonna be.
with the lunar
And
champion.
I was.
Brian.
I did last time, Brian. So this time I was thinking maybe.
Says the witch
Sure.
shaman. The shaman it is. We will find more info and lore about the shaman, guys, here in the aftermath.
So basically, it's a short story that just comes out of the character's mind, and it has to contain this in order, these things in order.
Yes, it's a short story about one thought that they had while they pooped.
Okay.
And the person that rolled the lowest dice will be first.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have to start now? Or can I
I
get
can give you another 30 seconds.
another 30 seconds? Wow, I feel like I definitely drew the shortest straw.
Guys, I don't know if you watched the last afternoon, but this is delicious for me. Oh, no, it's just...
This is hard.
Yes. It is fun. It is fun, it is fun, it is fun for everyone.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna keep these handy, so
Yeah, you,
because
you
my
can look
memory
at
is
them.
very, very
You
poor.
can look at them continuously and they're your instruments. Now, ladies and gentlemen, somewhere in the woods, Shelly is pooping right now and he's thinking about something. What is he thinking about?
So Shelly has to actually hold his shelf. like drag it up. So Shelly is thinking, I wonder if all those theories of other worlds actually exist, and this is not the only world that we have. There are rumors of a world where we are just characters on a board. Can you imagine me being a miniature and some pushy dungeon master just killing everybody? I was completely flummoxed to learn about such a thing. I only want to live my life in peace, just poop in the woods. But wolves, what are you gonna do?
That was the story. Amazing, guys.
That's my level of
Just
inspiration.
a round of applause, everybody.
I had the least.
Now, I will ask the other players. Did you realize what were the words?
2 of them.
Which ones do you think they were?
The second one I forgot because it's just complicated word. It's like I was something that I assumed means shocked, but it was complicated.
It's a flummox, which means
Flummox.
confused. Yeah.
Flummox.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other one is bored, and I'm just for the sake of it, I'm gonna say Mini the third.
I would say Dungeon Master.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're correct.
I was
Were you the
about
one
to
to
say
suggest it? Or?
No, I was. I just came out of my.
Oh wait, what order are we doing this? Sorry.
What do you mean?
I mean, did I intervene on?
No.
it's
we just
no.
need to
It's
get
a
them.
free flow.
Okay.
Free flow. So you have 2 words. There is the third word that hasn't been
Character.
There was one that sounded a bit weird. Not whoa or something.
You're close. It's woe suck. That means
Whoa suck.
alas.
Yes.
I
That was
had-
so sternly
Yeah.
putting like, oh, so. I was like, oh, you sticky, but amazing. You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
And on your roll of stealth, you rolled a 10, which is not too bad, everybody.
no.
So it's impressive.
Shelly's a big boy.
So who's next?
I think I am. Okay, go about pooping in the woods. Let's do this.
Invisible.
Invisible. Yes. Wait. If
But is the
it's
poop
pooping in
also-
action? Because based on that,
I hope nobody sees me.
no. Wait, it's not an action, so I can poop invisibly.
You can, so.
Unless you count poop as an attack.
It depends on what you ate.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Cool.
If you take damage. Oh god.
You know what? I should take up homesteading. Build myself a village or something. You know, I was watching the architects in the Goblin village, and to no surprise, those very unfancy mail drop sucking goblins were not really building anything. They were very noob architects that were really complicated in schematics and structural integrity. I was predicting that everything will come down and cause complete chaos and destruction, but alas, I haven't lived long enough to see all those amalgamations happen. I would do so much better. I would put a fence there. I would put a. Oh, sorry. I'm done pooping. Never mind.
That was actually really very, very nicely done. Applause everybody. Applause everybody. Now, our dear contestants. Do we know the secret words? I don't know the secret words.
Architect, I think.
Do I reply to each one?
Yeah, you can say
No.
something.
I would say homestead,
Yeah.
Oh.
mail drop,
Yes.
and amalgamation.
Oh.
Wow.
This was a stealthy guy, guys. This was a stealthy.
Very stealthy.
Because now I know the
Well,
words.
Goba
as
is
his
stealthy.
name.
Like you can see him
Yeah,
half
he's
the combat.
invisible. He told the story invisible.
Yeah. I don't know.
Me neither.
Amazing. Well, would you like to share that with
Yes. So the first word was surprise.
Wow, that was an easy one.
Well, actually a hard one. Mine would be the easiest, I think.
us? Yeah.
So the second was indeed the mail drop. What I found out right now, and it says it's mucus hanging from someone's nose.
Okay.
The more
Yeah.
you know.
And the third one was noob,
Oh.
which I was the one fearing. I fear this one the most because noob is a term used usually in online gaming, and it's unlikely to be used in the world of you know, the actual D&D characters. So I was really afraid of that one. I was like, hey, this is a
You
really hard
really
one.
put it in really stealthily. Amazing.
Okay.
That's what. That this die doesn't do you justice. I'm sorry. Nope. It doesn't do dice justice. The dices are raked. Everybody. I think Geneka put his finger.
It's
Put
because we're all foaming at the mouth from the blood moon.
yeah,
So
we're just like.
how stealthy are we? Like we're.
We're out there.
It's blood. Well done. We will move to our next contestant in
I'm
the
nervous.
Olympics.
I'm nervous. I have hard words, guys.
Oh yeah, no.
I haven't seen anything.
Oh no.
Okay, let's do this. I'm sitting here in the woods imagining I am the pooping, but actually smelling the farts and the poops of the other of the people. What is this? I do smell of the Irendendrian, the poop of the dragon, then I smell the left wind of the little wind whirl. Is he also the pooping? No, he's the pretending. But I smell the green, the bronc, the goba poop. It's very heavy and disgusting. It smells acrid or something. But I smell the absolute. No, it is just gentle breeze doing the absqualculate. It was waiting. There's no way in heaven I could have done this. Means abruptly leaving. This is it. I'm done.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm done.
That was the last word I was like expecting for like, where is it? Where is it? But the other time.
No, I'm not even sure how you read this. What is this word? Absquaculate? Absquaculate?
Let me.
Direndion.
Absquatulate. Yes, absquatulate. This is one of the words. What does it mean?
To abruptly leave.
Yes, to abruptly leave. The poop absquatulated.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave this for you to.
So this was one of the words.
Direndrion.
Direndendrian? No, because
name
that's
of
the
the
name of the dragon.
Yeah, I remember.
I failed the
I
history
want
check.
to write that down.
Acrid.
Yeah, acrid. I have acrid. No, it's not.
No.
What about prong?
Yes.
Yeah. You called me my poop prong,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Prong actually means weak, foolish individual.
Accurate.
Okay,
It's
and then
for me,
we
guys.
have another word.
Yeah, it was.
You're not gonna guess this one. It's
Heavy.
blessed.
Definitely not.
Heavy.
It's blessed by me.
Heaviness is blessed by God.
Is it dragon?
Yeah.
So guys, I'm
I
telling
think that's
you,
what-
and I'm shitting you not out. I did not plan whose words will reach who.
I'm
And
the winner.
Karla picked her words, her cards. So you know, it's fate, it's dice, it's entertainment. I don't know.
But
guys.
that's not fair. Carla says dragon every 2 sentences.
Yeah, exactly.
I said D&D and dragons.
Oh, throwbacks.
But amazing. Let's see for the next. I don't like this.
I
Would you like a
absquaculate.
tiny die?
Absquatulated.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Oh my God, Urs, now I know yours.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is it harder than absquaculate?
Or
Apparently, I'm the shaman. So
No, it's
as the shaman goes to poop somewhere where he has
before the ritual, everybody.
yeah, before the ritual, as he goes somewhere where he has clear view of the moon. He starts squatting and focusing on poop, and he sees somebody jogging and running around, and he says, I wonder why that individual fartleks a lot. Why doesn't he stand still? I wonder to absorb this ubiquitous moon and beautiful one above. I think I remember. He must have went to spend those bundlix on buying new refurbishing and furniture for the camp. Okay, done. Back to rituals.
amazing, everybody. Round of applause. That was
Okay.
amazing. We learned that the shaman likes to design. He's an interior designer in his day-to-day life, and in the night he goes into ritual casting and bringing death to the world. So guys, what
Is
the
that
word? The words.
Is that a werewolf?
Yes.
Is that a werewolf?
That's-
you
It
ask?
is a
Not
werewolf.
even the only werewolf we fought today.
It's not
Yes.
even one, because you have one there as well.
Yes,
if
the
you
other
want
one
to look
that's
at it.
staring at the skin. And these are painted by Ionuț.
Oh.
Also.
We had a
Yes,
werebear
they
as
do
well.
have the
And
Also painted by
Draven,
Yes.
we're not sure what Draven is, but he has like a lot of were animal thingies.
The
Yeah.
whisper on
word
the
Draven.
wind will
Word Draven.
shock you
Yeah.
to know what happened with Draven.
Yeah.
But you have to watch the latest episode.
God, we laughed.
Eyceras. Amazing, guys. You have to see what words he used.
Yeah,
Or
first of
shaman.
all, ubiquitous, because that's the word I gave. and it
Never.
wasn't fair.
Yeah.
But
In the first sentence there
It
was,
was flex something.
Fartlex.
Fartlek.
first, like, yeah.
What do you think it means, guys? Wait, what do you
Yeah.
think fartlex means?
He farts what he
Jittery,
wants.
maybe. Not being able to stand still, because he said he was jogging.
Jogging, running.
And maybe agitated, like in that sense.
I'm gonna go with it. He farts as he runs.
It's a flex. It's a fart flex.
Okay.
And apparently it means when a runner switches between sprinting and jogging.
Oh, I knew that
okay.
actually.
So high intensity intervals at training.
Oh, I knew that.
And the other one.
There was.
In the first sentence, there was a word that I cannot remember, but that's the one, the long one you inserted there. Can you say this first sentence again, please?
First one, I think it was. Why is that person fartlax when he's running? Or so the first one was.
Okay,
Bless you.
was it the one with Thunderlix?
That's the one.
I have no idea
Maybe
what it
he
means.
went to spend the spondylix,
That's yours.
which apparently it's a word for cash in the 18th century.
Yes, guys, if you didn't know, people said cash in a different way. But guys, you managed to get past these Olympics as well. Well, what other Olympics trials will they face? I don't know. Watch the other aftermath that maybe will appear or no. But wait, something is reaching my wind sensors. There is, we have a new news whispering on the wind. Do you remember last aftermath I told you about something secret that was nurturing and coming out of hiding? I think our whisper friend here has some more info. Is that true?
I forgot about it.
I'll come back to you in winter.
So yeah, we're I don't know if the word is gotten out, if the promo's starting, if the teaser is starting,
We don't know, guys.
but we're preparing a new type of content which is called drum rolls. It's called Vim, the
And
tale.
everybody.
Vim, the tale of immortality. And it will be, I think the first episode will air the beginning of February, and if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be Sunday at 7 on YouTube.
Amazing. So note that out, guys, in your calendar because
Yeah,
of this
mark it.
video.
And it's a story about a broken world shaped by this cosmic duel between spirit and matter. And it's featuring something new in this type of content, a rotative cast of 15 people, well, maybe more. And it's gonna be a lot of individuals and a lot of surprises to unfold.
Yes.
And this is it, I'm not giving more spoilers.
Yes. I was really excited when I heard about the rotative cast, and they're not gonna be all 15 at the table, guys.
No.
Let's calm down a little bit, but it's amazing, guys. We should definitely look forward to it.
Oh, and I'm gonna DM.
Yeah.
You know, I was just gonna go there, but of course, Karla will be the DM for this amazing new adventure that we're going into until the portal does its thing. Another tale will be born. So,
Of
mark-
immortality.
of immortality. So mark on your calendars, everybody, new adventure, new heroes, new I forgot the word, new stuff
yeah.
coming to the
Surprises, rotating cast.
surprises, exactly as Rareș said. There are a lot
Medieval
of things building in the
settings,
back.
folklore elements.
And new stories to be
And
told.
new
Drama.
stories to be told, the
And
new
a lot of
drama. We love drama. Guys, gossip. I'm sorry, I'm starting to stuck on my head. So guys, under the watchful gaze of the moon and the beautiful lunar champion and our heroes, I would like to thank you very much for joining us in this aftermath and joining us in this adventure thus far, and I hope you will be joining us in the adventures that are going to come. There are a lot of exciting things happening and we would love to have you along. So remember, just give us a subscribe, give us a like, follow us on other platforms. We want to create a big, beautiful family of vampires, of people that enjoy D&D. Because we are a bunch of lovable geeks that want to share this love that we have with you all. So I would like to thank you, Urs. I would like to thank you, Rux. I would like to thank you, Karla. I would like to thank you, Paul. I would like to thank you, Rareș.
I didn't expect it. I didn't have the cue.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
You're
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Along
You're
here,
best
and
man.
thank you to the cast that is not seen and the people
Yeah.
that were behind the shadows to create all of this, because it's a pretty big deal, guys. So you're gonna hear about us. They don't really care. But yeah, that was all for tonight. The news have finished. It was the beautiful thing that I have to remember.
Good day, good night.
And don't let the vampires bite.
Now back to sports.
Now back to sports.